Ladies, primary supplement that you need is magnesium. We're gonna go over why, as well as the other top supplements that I recommend for females for overall health and well-being. I get a lot of questions about, Caroline, what supplements should I be taking for my overall health? Now, before I dive into these, the first thing you need to do is consult with your doctor or primary care provider. Make sure your health is where it needs to be, and if not, what their recommendations might be. I know today, a lot of times, our doctors are not focusing on the root cause, but when it comes to overall health, holistic health, a lot of supplements in general, the purpose is to optimize our levels, and it should be building upon what we're already doing. So first and foremost, a healthy lifestyle is going to be key. We don't need supplements to have a healthy lifestyle regimen. And if you are eating a diverse diet and managing your stress, a lot of these supplements you might not need. But these are the ones that for me are very cost effective and simple add-ins you can use to help optimize your overall health for athletic performance, metabolism, weight loss, and longevity. So let's dive in. First supplement, and the king of female supplements in my mind, is magnesium. Now I want to preface, there are a lot of different types of magnesium on the market. When you are reading a label, make sure you are looking at magnesium and seeing what type of magnesium it actually is. There are two magnesiums that I like the most. First, it's gonna be magnesium glycinate. You might see it as biglycinate on the label. Second is going to be magnesium L-threonate. These two magnesiums specifically are the best absorbing through the blood-brain barrier. It means that it is the fastest absorbing to get into our bloodstream and help us with that neurochemical transmitter that is going to allow us to be more relaxed, to have more overall recovery, improvement in our hormones. The reason I recommend magnesium is because a lot of times we are deficient in magnesium due to stress, as well as something called caffeine. Whether you knew it or not, your coffee every morning is actually depleting your natural magnesium. So if you are having a cup or two a day, you might want to supplement magnesium to help replenish those amounts that are in your body naturally. You can take magnesium any time of day, but for me, I enjoy taking it first thing in the morning or right before bed, and split the dosages or just do before bed as well. You might see it helps your sleep a little bit. The second supplement is protein. I just did a post on Instagram about protein overall. And let me tell you, the amount of women I hear who undereat protein on a regular basis is astronomical. I think one of the reasons this happens is because the daily recommended intake is said to be like 70 grams per day. Now, when we are thinking about our overall longevity, building muscle, and metabolism, protein is the foundation of this. You don't have to always supplement it in, but if you do, a whey isolate like this one from LeBron Nutrition is one of my favorites because it is simply whey protein isolate. But if you are eating a well-balanced diet and you're getting about a fistful of protein with every meal, you're gonna be doing okay, even if you're not tracking your macros. I will admit there are some really good vegan protein powders out there as well. You just have to read the labels accordingly to know if you're getting a good breakdown of amino acids, which is what proteins are for anyways. The next supplement, super important for gut health, but overall our organ and tissue health, is glutamine. Glutamine to me is one of the most cost-effective supplements you can add in. It has no taste, no flavor. You can have it with water, have it with a shake, but adding it in is super simple for our brain health, our organ health. In research, they've shown it to really help those with IBS and IBD for improving that stomach lining as well. It can also improve our recovery and muscle soreness. I usually take it morning and night on an empty stomach, anywhere from 5 up to 20 grams per serving. Another supplement that is super helpful for our hormone is omega. Now, there's a lot of hearsay about fish oils, and I want to admit the first thing you should be doing is trying to get fish in your diet once a week. If you are a vegan, maybe you opt for another food that has omega-3s naturally. Chia seeds and flax seeds are two of the highest content per serving. Omega-3s overall are gonna help us reduce inflammation, hormone production, our brain cognition. This especially when I'm in a diet phase that I start getting brain fog. The first thing that I might swap out is I might swap a chicken and fat meal for some salmon. Adding that in even just once a week can be a great replacement that you don't necessarily need to do a supplement. However, if that's not an option for you or you don't don't have good quality fish available to you, supplementing in is a great option as well. Typically, you can take any time of day, 2 grams up to a max of 10 grams per serving. If you eat out a lot or you're noticing you need some additional hormone support, I'd recommend starting at 1 gram up to 5 grams a day. Just be mindful that you might have some burping after taking it, so I always recommend taking it with a meal. Another thing with omega-3s is make sure if you purchase the supplement that it is in a dark colored container. Omega-3s can go rancid very easily, especially when kept at room temperature. So making sure you're using it upon ordering it, or if you purchase in the liquid oil form, go ahead and store it in the fridge for some extra shelf life. One of the most underrated, cheap anti-anxiety supplements is inositol. Inositol actually has 2 forms, myo-inositol and D-chiro-inositol. And basically this is a B vitamin that we can no longer get in our food, but studies have shown specifically for depression and panic disorder patients, it is extremely helpful in relieving that anxiety. It also has been found to help with PMS symptoms. Once again, this product has no flavor. Usually you're gonna find it in a powdered format as well. I like to take it in the morning or throughout the day. Your dosage is going to be 2 grams up to 10 grams per serving. Bone health and cartilage health is super important, especially for longevity. Vitamin D and K, vitamin D being a hormone, is something that a lot of people are also deficient in. Now, I will caution, run your labs before you supplement vitamin D because some people actually aren't deficient in it. If you are getting outside and getting 20 minutes minimum of exposure to natural sunlight, your vitamin D production should be fine. But if you're in one of those areas where it's cloudy all the time, you might need to supplement it in. Reason I say vitamin D and K together is because they work synergistically. Oftentimes you're going to find supplements that pair them together and the absorption is improved when you take it with a food that has fats in it as well. The dosage on this, usually you need no more than 5,000 IUs. But once again, get your lab work to know where you're at and if you need to increase that further. One of the most important supplements for any woman who is overworked and overstressed is going to be Betaine HCL. Most of the time when we get stressed, our stomach acid lowers. This can cause issues with your digestion, acid reflux being one of the more common experiences. Adding in a supplement with every meal can be super helpful to improve that digestion. Typically, you want to use a dosage of anywhere from 1,000 milligrams up to 2,000 milligrams, but once again, you're gonna have to throttle it accordingly to how you're responding to it. Last but not least is one of the vitamins that I find very commonly women are under eating. So supplementing in is a great add-on. And this is B vitamins. You can add in just a single B complex that's gonna include most of these B vitamins. But if you notice you have extreme mood fluctuation, muscle cramping, PMS symptoms, you might want to increase specific B vitamins themselves. This is going to support our overall metabolism as well as well-being. B1, B2, B5, and B6 are the 4 that I primarily focus on. Order them individually or get a complex. You're just going to want to read what the dosage is per ingredient. Once again, these dosages are going to vary based on your needs and your bioavailability. So when it comes to supplementing, you guys notice the theme here. Eating a well-balanced diet and managing your stress is going to help you get these nutrients and maintain them in your body. But if something gets off and you need to supplement it in, these are the first ones I would start with to making sure you are optimizing your overall health, mood, and well-being.